Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grip Kings Arm Wrestling channel. My name is Owen van Huys, and today we are joined by a two-time gold medal world champion in the 70-kilogram category. He is known for his lightning-fast hits and explosive starts. They might as well call him The Flash. With over 1.2 million followers online, he's a true force to be reckoned with within the sports. Welcome, Josh Nicholas. Welcome, buddy. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good right now. Just having my meal here. Yeah.
Nice meal.
KFC on the table.
Gotta get those gains, right?
Yeah, bro. Calories in, all the pancakes, like what Kevin said. So pretty focusing on bulking up, even if my weight was actually the same, but just getting the calories in because I had a really hard session today. Just pretty intense. So it was just my break time, probably my dinner here. And after that, I'm just gonna go back home and just relax, study more.
Relax a little bit.
Yeah.
So, how have you been since the last time we met? It's been a while because I came to Thailand and then you performed there on the event. How did that go? Just a quick recap.
It was that event in Thailand that I met you, Owen. Yeah, we met on the after pool, and I'm pretty much surprised with how strong you are on the table. Like, you gave me so much trouble there. It would have been better if you come at the right time. Like, I was pretty much done there at that point.
Yeah.
But my performance was pretty great. I actually got 2 gold medals. So it's below 75 kilograms category on the left hand and below 80 kilograms on the right arm. So gold medal. But I got 1 silver, just 1 medal on the right arm, which is the open class.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I met Guy Thanapat, which is the number 1 guy
I saw that.
in Thailand. So I'm not able to beat him. Pretty much like in a different weight class. But I give credits to Guy. I mean, he has been working really hard. We used to spar like really often, like before a few years ago, few years back. And now he has gotten really strong. He's like 90 kilograms.
He's 90? Dude, he looks like
Around
100
90,
plus.
bro. He's like 90. I think he's trying to lose his weight, like up to below 85 kilos because he has this upcoming match coming on December, which is this month, right? So the end of this month, I think it was like 28 December in Georgia. But he's gonna be having a match with Bacho Sigmalashvili. Yeah, he's the rising star. So
Georgian,
I'm sure, like,
obviously.
all the fans are really hyped for this match.
Can we watch it anywhere? Do you know where we can watch it?
I think it has the pay-per-view video, so I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see with the leaked videos. I don't know. But we'll see. So we'll see the results between Bacho and Guys. So stay tuned for that as well. So ever since my tournament in Thailand, like the last time we met together, I actually have gotten pretty strong. So just my recent match, just 2 weeks ago, like just recently, I flew to Singapore and had a match there. It's called Singapore Open. So Singapore Open.
I saw that.
Yeah, I actually won
really
3
well,
medals.
right? Yeah,
I won 3 medals. I should have gotten 4. I mean, but if only I was a bit more technical. Maybe got a technical problem there because I actually trained for top row on the left hand. I ended up doing a hook. So a lot of hooking pretty much on the left hand and a lot of wars. So I fought many guys, many top guys from Singapore. Wisely, and shout out to Wisely. I mean, he gave me the longest war. I think we had the longest match in the tournament. So just many matches, even in the 80 kilograms category. So I won 3rd place on the left hand on 80 kilograms. But I mean, we're both gassed out. So a rising star actually won that. Got 1st place. He's only 18. He's Jaron. Yeah, his name is Jaron. So his performance was pretty surprising and he shocked the whole stage. But I mean,
came out of nowhere.
Yeah. But then Wisely actually told me that I've gotten stronger ever since like last 2 years ago because I'm not able to budge his left hand at all. But this time we're just in a war. So we're basically the same weight. That's around 75 kilos. If I were not full, if I'm like empty stomach, I'd be around 72 or 73 kilos.
I see.
So I'm just keeping my weight at this range, trying to gain more muscle and keeping it below 75. but most of the tournaments they always allow like 7 to 8 each. So basically, I'm always taking on opponents who are much heavier than me.
Yeah.
But surprisingly, I actually got 2 gold medals from that tournament. So on the right arm, I won first place on the right arm. Yeah, 80 kilos, just below 80 kilos. But I had one match. I had one match that I lost to Jeron, that 18-year-old kid against that won first place on left hand. He beat me like instantly on the right arm with that press, like his
Speed.
quick, flashy speed of that press. I mean, it's like he instantly got me on my worst possible angle, and I'm not able to move in that position at all. Uh, After that pin of him, I actually went back to the stage and just focused on
I
technique
saw you
work.
had
I mean,
I saw you had a little bit of pain as well, right? In the
yeah,
videos,
I mean that
you
actually
were hurting.
damaged me a bit, but at least that gave me a tough one. Also, like really heavily on my uh, emotional point there as well. Like emotional damage, bro. I was beaten
Emotional.
by 18. Yeah, emotional damage.
Yeah.
I lost my confidence because I was pretty confident that no one was able to pin me that day. But there's this one kid who beat me.
But isn't
After
that
that,
crazy? Isn't that crazy that you can train for so many years and then this kid shows up out of the blue and that
true
nobody,
man.
I mean, not many people knew about him, right?
People actually knew he was strong, but not that strong. I mean, no
Yeah.
one thought he was able to pin me.
To beat you.
After
Yeah.
that, I had to climb up from
Mm. The
the
losers bracket.
losers bracket.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Basically, in the finals, I have to meet him again. I had to beat him twice, but surprisingly, I was able to figure out the move to counter his press, added more back pressure, and had a more technical setup. Because
Yeah.
on the first round I had with him, I was pinned like instantly because I thought he was gonna be nothing. His hand felt nothing until he just utilized this press. It was like, dude,
From 0
it
to
was
100.
just yeah, bro. There's nothing
Yeah.
I could do there. But after that, on the finals, I did a low hand sub bro, added more back pressure there. I tried to do the setups, getting more setups, especially I had to force the ref grip. So the ref grip helped me a lot. So I got a better grip this time. After that, he wasn't able to do me a press at all. I was able to crack his wrist open. His wrist was not enough for my hands, but we ended up in the slip. So I gassed him out on the without the straps. After that, when we got in the straps, it was for like a bit of war, like 20 seconds more. And after that, I actually countered the press, got him out of the lock, out of his shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
boom, top rolled him. But it's more like
Top
a
rope.
high hook.
High
So I
hook. All
high
right.
hooked him. Yeah, same thing happened on the last one, on the last round. So did it twice, won the tournament, got gold medal, and after that, the first place and the second place who actually won in their own category will continue in the open category, which surprisingly I got gold medal again. So
You still
lucky thing that
beat those
happened there.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Lucky thing that happened there that day was the guys who were in the winners bracket. They're all top rollers. So top roll is just like my cup of tea. So I never had trouble
To
fighting
counter it,
top
you mean?
rollers. Yeah, I just like to top roll people. And if people top roll me, I just have a counter move specifically for that. And all the winners bracket are top rollers. So
Mm.
after I won the first 2 rounds, I had a like really, really long rest before people actually meets me in the finals. I was like almost an hour in before the losers bracket meeting me, and he has to
I
beat me
see.
twice. But I did it last him. So
Mm.
uh, that guy probably didn't know that my I think he's not used to the explosive move that I
Powers
usually
that you
do
have.
because
Yeah. Yeah.
what I heard from other people, that guy he was actually pretty strong. I remember he's Irvin, so he was in the finals with me, and he told me what he felt. He told his friends what he felt. He said, "My pin was actually it actually felt like 0 to 100 in a
Mm.
top roll, especially side pressure. I mean, with all that for 0 to 100, it actually hurts him a bit on that moment. So I think that made him surprised
That's
because
that
I don't
that's
think I'm
that
that strong at all. I don't think overall I'm not able to beat all the guys in that level, but I
Yeah,
still
that's
won
why
gold
you
medal. So it's
also
pretty much luck based as well.
yeah. That's why you also like to try the isometric training with
Yeah,
like yanking the judo belt to get over that
yeah,
100% of the weight.
yeah,
Because that's what you with you if I or like another person would face you, they'd have to withstand um that amount of pressure that
true,
quickly rise over a certain threshold.
exactly.
So
I mean,
yeah,
the neurons in the muscles aren't able to be,
yeah,
they aren't used to that pressure. I mean, it has to be fired in
yeah.
time. The
If you don't train
reflex
that,
of our brain
if you
is
don't
one
train
point, but
it,
I mean, well,
if you don't train it, then you won't know how to adapt to it. But
true.
if you don't mind, I do have quite a bit of questions. So
Yeah, sure.
do you have anything to add, or because otherwise I'm just gonna come on with some questions.
Yeah. So just nothing much to add. I mean, I have been training really hard ever since. Just after the tournament in Thailand, I just got so much stronger because I had more plans to train as well. So I didn't design my own programs, but I listened to my body a lot. So just
Yeah,
incorporated more training. I used all that motivation from losing, like in the past. Like this year, I've been losing really a lot. So just got more disciplined, focused on training, got more crazy about it, dedicated more time in it.
yeah,
Less in the time to edit videos. Like I was focusing less on the channel and just focusing solely on training,
on
like being an athlete,
I see.
and it actually gave me good results. So after that, I got good performance from Singapore as well. But Singapore was just a test for me to test my level where I'm at. And what I've learned was that I actually needed more strength. So I might have to continue like 6 more months again, 6 more months of training, and I might go uh like compete in another country again next year, probably
Mm,
like after June, so I can
I
go
see.
beat all those guys in the Southeast Asia
So
region.
talking about those next tournaments, I'm actually quite curious because there's a much public information about your training group. Who do you officially represent? Like, is there like a club name that you have, or
Well, I'd say I represent the Chaitum province team, but all in all, it's mostly my own. If people sponsor me, I'm actually their representative in terms of
I see.
sponsors, but most of the time I have to represent myself because I'm not able to be a national athlete here and I'm also not Thai. So considering that I've been living here
Yeah,
in Thailand since I was a kid, I grew up here, but I
I
never
heard
got
about that.
citizenship. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't have the citizenship here. I don't have the permanent residency here.
because you're from
I
the
just,
Philippines, right? You're from the Philippines, right?
yeah, I was born
Yeah.
there, but I grew up
Mm.
here like ever
You
since I
grew up
was a
here.
child.
Yeah.
So 21 years in Thailand, and
So
I
no,
still
so
have
no.
to re-visa every year.
Gosh, that must be tough, man.
Yeah, man.
To not
Uh,
finally get that figured out.
true. Yeah, it's actually pretty complicated here. I mean, in
Like,
terms of
yeah.
like politics and the laws here, it's pretty complicated for foreigners to have a permanent residency or Thai citizenship. They just don't give them away.
Like, what do you have to do? Like, win the world championship twice again? It's like,
I mean,
before.
there's there's just too many things for me
When
to
are they
focus
gonna
on.
accept? Yeah. No,
I
I
mean,
mean,
it's
for them
just
to get you the permanent residence. I mean, like, do you like
maybe
what
be
else? What else would you need to do? Do you have to just become world
yeah,
champion twice again?
m- maybe just be extremely rich here, I guess.
Yeah, that will also be an option.
Yeah, I should be on top of
So
the pyramid.
so there isn't really an like an actual training group that you're part of. There's not a team name. That's what I was trying to figure
I
out.
actually train with the Sifatum. They're not actually a group. I mean, they're very, very public, uh, public to everyone else. I mean, everyone is able to train with them. But the main place that I train with in Bangkok is it's located in Sipatum University. So
Oh
every
yeah, yeah, the
Sunday
one that you told me
they will
about.
host a practice, and I always join them. But anyone who hosts a practice, just right on my free time, my free time, I would just
Mm.
go and meet them and have a food with them. So I basically
I
train
see.
with everyone else. Very
So that's
public.
that's
I'm open
again
to anyone.
that's a university. What What's Sipatum University? Sipatum University. Okay, cool,
It's
cool, cool.
located in Bangboa. So just
So for
if you
anybody
if
who wants, for anybody who's in Bangkok and would love to start arm wrestling, they should visit that
yeah,
university.
they should
All right,
go
great,
to
great.
Sipatum University, or if they're actually interested in getting a good session of training with me in Bangkok. I mean, I have my internship here from present
Mm.
to Feb. So Feb of 2026, I will be here in Bangkok. So if they want to train here, if they want to practice with us, they can always contact me on my social media.
All right,
I'd
that's how
say
we met.
specifically on Instagram. On Instagram, and just send me a message that you're interested in joining the practice. Then we have a specific group for you to be in, so you can know
The
the
beginner session.
specific time. But I mean, I might also answer you and tell you like the exact time like
Yeah.
practice, and maybe send you a location if you're not sure. But if you're like if you guys are interested, you can always drop by Bangboa BTS station, and
Every Sunday.
Shibuya University is just right there.
I see.
Mostly every Sunday.
Okay.
Some days, some months, like this is
Oh,
not so
between what
seldom.
time? Between what time usually? Did you say
Like for now,
the Sunday?
it's 2:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. around that.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, cool, cool. So, moving on because we still have a lot of questions to ask you. So, before you got into arm wrestling, did you compete in any other sports? And are there skills from earlier passions that carry over into the arm wrestling scene, into the niche?
Yeah, I do have many of them. In the past, before entering the arm wrestling world, I was pretty interested in calisthenics. I was really used to street workout, so worked myself to learn like many of those advanced moves, like the plants, the back levers, the festos, and many
Muscle
other
ups.
variations. That is, yeah, muscle ups. Pretty easy. I mean, it's a basic move.
I
Yeah,
can
I
do it
mean,
as well.
for
I can
yeah,
do it as well.
muscle ups. I had a time that I did one arm muscle up. So one
Oh,
arm
oh,
muscle up. Yeah,
you win.
I did a one arm muscle up. But it's not so clean. But I mean, at least I did it
I mean, I can't
once in
do
my
that,
life.
bro. I even
Yeah,
struggle with one, like with one normal one.
I was pretty light back then. I focused like only on calisthenics, no weight
Mm,
training.
I see.
Um, so
Wait.
your
Oh,
phone
you.
turning
Oh,
on
yeah.
battery,
There it goes.
but it's all right. I was really focused on getting really strong while being really light. So my
I
goal
see.
was to do all those awesome skills like those calisthenics super workout guys
Yeah.
without having so big muscles, but pretty aesthetic look. So that was my goal. And after that, I was doing it for like 3 years, 3 or 4 years around that, because I just saw a random dude do this like pretty a no gravity move. Like he's able to do walk on the bar. That's how it motivated me to start calisthenics. So I started on the basics like push ups, dips, pull ups. I didn't even have a bar back then. I mean, I only was able to do like push ups, sit ups. That's all because I don't have any equipment. And all the equipment back then was pretty pricey. I mean, I was just a teenager, and I don't have money to afford the gym membership.
I see.
That's
Yeah.
why I had to start off with the calisthenics. It's actually a good foundation for me to transfer
Don't
to
you
other
don't
sports as well.
don't you think that the tendons, the tendon training within calisthenics also transitioned a little bit over into arm wrestling? Because what I see is that a lot of calisthenic performers are pretty good at the foundation of arm wrestling because they condition their muscles in a way different way than bodybuilders and powerlifters do.
Yeah, I think it actually affects. Same thing for rock climbers. I also do rock climbing as well, and
All right,
I had
awesome.
a lot of achievements and medals from rock climbing. But I guess let's not get into that topic. I mean, it's gonna be like forever. I mean, I can tell you everything. It takes like a whole day to know everything about me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's just not get so deep in that. But I let's just say I did calisthenics, I did rock climbing, but I
I
started
see.
rock climbing just way after my arm wrestling career. For
Does it
calisthenics,
help? Does it help your arm wrestling career as
yeah,
well?
dude,
In
I
what
think it actually helped a lot. So
to what
all the
degree?
calisthenics athletes, I'd say, you mean like out of 10, right? I think it helped like
Yeah, yeah.
6 or 7 at least.
Six or and in
Six or
like
seven
what do
out
you
of 10.
notice by starting rock climbing? What do you notice differently in arm wrestling? Like where does the strength? Like I could think of something which would be like grip strength,
So
obviously,
first of
but does
all,
it all
we
go?
have better grip strength, better tendons. I mean, all the tendons that has been conditioned throughout the years of learning all those advanced skills because calisthenics was really tendon based as well. Same as arm wrestling. I mean, it's really, really tendon and ligament based.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people injure themselves and just recover every time and we get stronger. That's why they don't look big. That's why people who do calisthenics don't have so big muscles. Why the heck are they so strong? Because
Yeah.
it's calisthenics. This is one factor. So that's just ligaments and tendons. The second thing is the core. So we got the core strength, which translates to arm wrestling. Arm wrestling is not just arm-based sport. It's pretty much the whole body. So I think the core actually helped much. Same thing with the calisthenics. Arm wrestling, if you have strong core, you're able to utilize more of your core body and more of your other muscle parts of your body, even the legs itself. I think it helps a bit in arm wrestling in terms of explosive strength, in terms of overall body strength. Okay, let's continue. This is just second factor. So first, tendons. Two, tendons, ligaments. Two, core body. We got core body. Three is the neurons. So if we talk in terms of brains, right? We're actually used to compound movements. So calisthenics is pretty compound based. It's compound exercises. So
Yeah.
we're really used to recruiting many muscle parts in one move. Arm wrestling is you're recruiting not only your hands, your fingers, your forearms, you're also recruiting your triceps, your biceps, your brachialis, brachioradialis, shoulders, deltoids, trapezius, latissimus dorsi, obliques, just basically everything. I mean, even the glutes, hamstrings are worked in arm wrestling, in my opinion. That's from my
Mm-hmm.
experience. So that's all the muscles I've been working. Even the calves actually affected a lot.
So, you told me a little bit about how you got what you did before arm wrestling, all right? But was there any specific moment or a person that put you into the arm wrestling scene? Was there a
A
specific
specific,
person or a
uh,
moment?
you mean the specific person that actually got me to armor?
Yeah, for example, or like a moment, a specific moment that you encountered.
Yeah, I actually do.
Tell,
And
do
yeah, it's
tell.
just a funny story. I mean, I had a friend of mine. He's actually a teacher in my school, and we were in the same gym. So I was just doing my calisthenics moves, so really, really
Mm-hmm.
focused on street workout at that time. And he saw me doing one arm pull ups. Like I did like 7 to 8 reps per set of one arm
That's
pull up,
crazy.
and he actually saw me doing it and he thought I was like pretty strong. So he was like, "Hey kid, I see you're strong. Are you interested in arm wrestling this one? If you beat him, you'll win 1,000 baht." And yeah, I was like, "Oh,
Sure.
1,000 baht? Really? For sure. I mean, no one beat me in arm wrestling. I should try him out." So we scheduled the day. We had him. So a week after, the same day, on Friday, actually, to be more specific. Uh, his name is Dom. So he's my former coach. So he's actually not my coach now. Uh, the first we talked to each other, right? And he said we're gonna do it in a super match, and I was like, "What the hell is super match? I don't know what that is. I just want to do arm wrestling and just beat him and win the 1,000 baht."
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so nothing much in details. You probably know the results. We had
Mm,
a 5 round super match, and
mm.
he actually flash pinned me on the first round, and I was like, "Oh shit, what should I do?" I mean, I thought I was really strong, but he made me he made me feel like I'm just a kid.
Like a
So
kid. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah, and we continued the second round. He already toyed with me, so he held me, and I was like, "Dang, this guy is strong." I mean, how the hell would I beat him? There's no techniques. I
Yeah,
didn't know arm wrestling was that technical. I thought it's only strength. So
yeah. That's what
we did
usually
all
everybody thinks,
five
right?
rounds. I mean, you could guess it. You could guess who
Yeah.
won that.
I mean, it's 5-0. I lost to that guy, and I just had to buy him a bottle of water. So nothing else.
But
Nothing much.
it got you into the sport. It got you into the sport.
Yeah, that's how. That's how I actually got into the sport. So I asked him on how should I start. I want to be better in arm wrestling. I mean, you're really strong, man. I want to learn more from you. And he invited me to a group. It's an arm wrestling group in Thailand. So he brought me into that group, and I was able to get more arm wrestling training. So I learned a bit of arm wrestling training from him. And after that, I discovered the arm wrestling training from YouTube as well because uh, I actually know arm wrestling was sports like in America, like all in the western part of the world, and I'm sure everyone knows Devin Lara. So he's the first guy that I saw. I just searched on YouTube. He was the best arm wrestler in the world
Yeah,
at
yeah.
that time. It was Devin,
Who is it?
and he was like left and right arm world champ in the WAL, so World Arm Wrestling League. That was just a few months before the COVID time. So a few months before the COVID hit Thailand, and I learned the training from Devon. So he posted online on how to train, and I copied everything. Also, make some with the training from my coach as well. So that's how I started gathering all the strength. So started getting stronger in specific arm wrestling exercises, and had more arm wrestling practices as well. So we scheduled our practice like every Friday. Just after my class, had to arm wrestle with him every Friday, and I started getting stronger ever since. And after 1 month, I realized I think I should try out something more challenging. I was able to beat him in just 1 month. After
In 1 month.
1 month, yes, just one
And
month, I
how
beat my
old were
coach.
you at the time? How
I
old were
was
you at the time?
seven.
Okay, dang.
Yeah, I was just
it's
17.
it's like an anime scene, right? Like the anime
Yeah, and
progressions, like 1 month of
like
hard
this.
training.
Yeah, like a
uh,
disciple beating their masters type
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's awesome.
1 month in, after that, I decided I wanted to join this Highland tournament. So that's the first Highland tournament ever, and I clinched the third place for the
Third
75
place.
kilograms in my weight category. But I wasn't 75. I was like 60,
71 or so.
63
You were
kilos at that time.
you were 63.
Yeah, but I
Damn,
was able
competing
to get
massively below your weight.
bronze
Or
medal. Yeah,
like,
third place.
dang, that's crazy. So
So that's how
how did that
all the
change?
guys. That's how
Huh?
all the seniors. They all saw potential in me, that they knew that,
Mm,
man, this kid is unordinary. He's able to progress in just a few months,
yeah.
and found out that, yeah, I guess I should be more dedicated and should get stronger. But after COVID hit Thailand, and
Mm,
we didn't train for like almost 2 years, like barely any arm wrestling practice at all, because I mean we all have to be like social distancing, and
mm.
just no arm wrestling practice, no arm wrestling online at all, no meeting. After like within 2 years, another arm wrestling tournament has been hosted, and I just joined it. So just not so much training, just a bit of weight training, but that's all. And
Yeah.
continue it again after 2 years, another tournament. That was my first gold medal ever in the 70 weight category. So one gold, my first gold,
You have
and
many. You have many.
surprise a lot of the people that you could actually be good at arm wrestling in just few years.
Maybe just like that kid that showed up
Yeah, yeah,
at the
yeah.
Singapore
That's how
Open.
people look at me.
It's probably the same. You basically did the same thing back
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah,
that that kid did a couple weeks like at the Singapore Open.
yeah. And during that time, I was pretty like everyone was pretty surprised at how small I was, but I was able to give like big trouble to big guys. But I wasn't in the top 10 of Thailand that time, but I was really top one in my own category. So
In your
I
own
did well in
category.
my own weight class, but still not able to challenge the heavy guys yet at that point. Just way after a year after, I started doing TikTok, started posting more content and videos, but in my
Hmm.
first social media growth. I wasn't focusing on arm wrestling. In my first year, I was like just a university kid, just exploring on what to post, which content should I make, and just nothing able to. I was able to capture, gain more followers, but from some other contents. If people can actually scroll down to my really, really, really old videos, but it's pretty far down there. I mean, they're pretty random, so I'm not able to find my exact niche until
Mm.
we had a tournament again, and I won first place. You guessed it, 70 kilos again. So I competed
Bam.
in the 70 kilos, got gold medal again, held held the guy in the second place. We're just like different levels. So I had that video, posted it online, and it got viral. So that's how I started growing on social media with
Just need
arm
one.
wrestling. So
You just
I
need
started
one
getting
video.
more well known in arm wrestling after.
Yeah.
So I decided maybe I should just continue on my niche. I should just do arm wrestling content, and that's how my channel started growing after that. After that decision, so doing more arm wrestling videos, arm wrestling tutorials, and stuff like that, and channel started growing more.
So, um, eventually becoming the double world champion, winning gold with both ours in Kuala Lumpur.
Yep.
That's an extraordinary feat to accomplish. How did you prepare physically and mentally for that tournament?
Okay. So to be honest, before that road championship, I actually had my tournament in Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
So had a lot of sparring in Thailand. We don't have much tournaments here in doing so. So we're pretty less in experience. And only a few were able to experience out of Thailand's experience. So flying international tournaments. Just only a few were able to experience that in the past. But during the present time, it was only me and Guy Tenapat. We were two of us. We were sparring partners, and we flew to other countries together to compete in Vietnam. So we started getting more well known from Vietnam as well. I won my first place there in the 70 kilos category. That was my first international tournament ever.
Yeah.
And I also met Valen Low on that tournament. So I beat
Mm-hmm.
Valen Low on the left hand in the 70s. He was around 65, I think.
Where's
65
Vela again
kilos
from?
of that.
From again? Where's he from again?
He's from
Do you remember?
Singapore.
From
He
Singapore.
was the former #1 Singapore arm wrestler.
Mm.
Yeah. And I beat him there in Vietnam, but I lost to him on the right arm. So I got second place. And that's how we started discovering arm wrestlers from the international level, starting to know more arm wrestlers from other countries, like from Malaysia, from Vietnam, and stuff like that. And we just saw like a world champion online, uh, like announced a world champion tournament coming up in Malaysia, and we decided that we should go and try it out. I mean, it's actually one of the experience that we should try because Malaysia is pretty close to Thailand, and it's also the reason why Thailand right now has arm wrestling as an official sport and under the government because of Malaysia. So even though at that time we didn't know IFA and WAF, they were pretty much, how do I say, they're not together, is if that's how
Mm-hmm.
I could say that. So WAF and
Yeah.
IFA is actually a different organization. So we didn't even focus on the how do let's, I don't know how to say that, but I didn't know WF and IFA is different organization,
Mm-hmm.
and we just needed to compete international level to show Thailand government that arm wrestling is
This is
official
something real.
and it's at a
Yeah.
world
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we did have that arm wrestling achievement to give to Thailand, and that's how Thailand is getting more well known. And same thing
There we
as
go.
Guy Tenapat and
Mm-hmm.
me, we did arm wrestling contents together, and that's how more of the Thai arm wrestlers started to know arm wrestling and started getting more training as well.
So basically, you and Guy you and Guy were one of the early adapters to the sport that made arm wrestling larger in Thailand.
Yeah, yeah. I think that could be the case. People discovered arm wrestling because of us. We had a
Yeah.
match, and many of those teenagers actually saw our match. So that's how they got inspired and started
Mm.
training.
That's
And
awesome,
since
man. That's
we
really
also
awesome.
both post arm wrestling training methods, so kids could know the arm wrestling training ways to get stronger specifically, and started sharing informations. And that's how more people started discovering arm wrestling, not only in Thailand, but I think probably like globally. So more
Globally. Yeah.
countries started to discover arm wrestling as well because they learned
So
the methods of.
if we followed you for a full week of training, how would that what would that look like? Like your training
You mean
regime,
my
like what
training,
would
right?
that look like? Yeah, yeah. What does it look like at the moment? Like how
At
do
the
you train?
moment, well,
If you categorize it
yeah. So
from Monday to Sunday.
I do categorize it, but it's pretty simple. I mean,
Okay.
just say for example, Monday and Thursday is actually my top row day. So I be focusing a lot on the top row training. I take arm wrestling training, not weightlifting, but I take it as like a sport training specific. So like badminton, football. You train badminton and football. Same thing with me. I train arm wrestling. So
Mm-hmm.
I specify it Monday, Thursday top row, Tuesday, Friday hook, and Wednesday and Saturday is my rest day, and my Sunday is my pull day. So my arm wrestling session is once a week. So I do arm wrestling once a week, heavy session, just full on heavy session, and moderate intensity on Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday rest, and back to heavy intensity on Thursday, Friday, Saturday rest, back to heavy, like really, really heavy, like go all in on the right arm.
So how do you recover from that? How do you recover so quickly from that?
how do I recover quickly? Right. Uh, I
Yeah.
just I just focus a lot on my diet, so getting the protein in, getting all the calories as well.
Mm.
I just focus on every single, like the basic fundamentals that we should focus
Fundamentals
on.
of supplementation and stuff. Yeah. And nutrition.
Supplementation. I just have the supplementation, so food that based on food. So that's food. So
Mm.
getting all the nutrients that the body needs, getting the moderate, and getting enough volume for training. So
Mm.
both for the body to be used to the arm wrestling movement itself, learning and focusing on the weaknesses that you learned from the past and the weaknesses from each tournament. So each of the tournaments, my training is actually based from experience. So I just focus on what my body is able to train. So if my body feels weak that day, I might not be training as much. But if my body feels ready, I just go all in, just
All in.
heavy. Yeah,
Awesome.
all in, like 100%, 110, 120 to discover my new max.
Mm.
And sleeping time. This actually changed my my life, which is having enough sleep. So getting enough sleep actually affected a lot of my gains. It actually helps me recover very quick, not only in my training but also in
How
my
many hours
other
do you
aspects
sleep?
of my life.
How many hours do you sleep?
At least not below 7 hours. So I at least get 7 hours of sleep, 7 to 8 hours. I try to get eight at most. But if I'm
The
able to
most.
get more than 8 hours, like up to 10 hours, then that's good. My body's able to get more rest time and more recovered.
Mm.
So just a
So
lot of rest, a lot of training, and
a
a
lot of
lot of good
food.
food to be more specific. So I focus a lot on protein.
Mm.
Protein is actually my main source of my focus, but also the vitamins, the main vitamins like vitamin C and some like calcium, collagen,
Mm.
zinc,
Zinc.
anything that
Yep.
is natural like supplementation, whey protein. I actually take soy protein, so it's pretty much vegan protein. Any types of protein works. I mean, just
Any
get
types of
I mean, just getting
just any protein, just any
just
type of
anything.
protein.
Yeah, just anything. I mean, you don't have to overthink about the protein thing. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, meat protein, soy protein. I mean, they're all proteins, even though they have a bit of different amino acids, BCAAs. Uh, at least just have them all covered. Food, training, rest, they all matter. I try not to rely on my genetics. So I don't have good genetics. So very, very average genetics. I'm not even tall, like pretty short guy.
Mm.
Average arm size, arm length, average hand size, like maybe a bit big for my weight category, but I've measured it to other people. It's pretty average. So nothing
I see.
special, but very, very disciplined. So if you have the disciplines, you have the system that like you have to have a system to rely on, not on willpower. So I just do everything the same thing, same routines, and that's how I gotten stronger. Like
A lot.
also the thing that
Yeah.
actually changed my training is that I just don't overthink. I just train. And if I want to lift heavier, then just lift heavier. If your body wants it, then just do it. If your body doesn't, then
Mm.
don't do it. I mean, listen to your
Yeah.
body. So
It's that
everyone
easy.
is there.
It's that easy.
Yeah. I mean, just don't
So,
overthink about it. I mean, think of
like
it as a sport. If you
hooking.
if you want to focus on the weaknesses, then just train more on what you're weak on. If you want
Yeah.
to focus on the strength, then just train more strength. Train more train more of the weapon that you're working on. Stuff like that. It's pretty simple, I think. I mean,
So,
shouldn't have to
um,
overcomplicate.
hooking hooking into into your program. Do you track your metrics, like speed, finger strength, side pressure? Do you measure those type of things? Like, do you have
Well,
like a book that you write everything down in?
most of the time, no, I don't really measure it much. I barely take a test. I barely do one or I barely remember the metrics on how I train. I just base it on how I pull on the table. So it's arm
Mm.
wrestling. We're not competing in weightlifting. We're competing in arm
True,
wrestling.
true, but
So,
you can definitely
but
check,
I mean, I'm
like,
able to
yeah,
track. So I just like maybe once a month or twice a month or maybe 3 months per one tracking. I just track
but just
few
do okay. So you
times.
do track,
Just yeah,
but
I
just in
do a
on a
bit of
bigger
track.
time scale. I see. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit, but most of the time that I focus on is my opponents. So how much effort I'm putting in on the arm wrestling table on the same guy in a different week, in a different session,
Yeah.
getting less effort. That means I'm getting stronger, but my lifts
Mm.
didn't increase at all. So I was thinking like, do lifts matter? They actually matter, but not in everything. I mean, arm wrestling is a lot of vector based. So I just based it on arm wrestling experience, table
I
time.
see.
I
Table
focus a
time,
lot
arm
on
wrestling.
table time. Like in one table session that I train, people think like they pull for 1 2 hours, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
pull from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. without rest. So that's how I pull. I pull like really intense
You
without
prefer
break. But that's how my body is able to withstand. But the first sessions, like first ever sessions that I'm able to do was
that's
only like
mental.
few hours, like 1 2 hours with a lot of breaks. But now with all those experience and with the endurance that I've been working on, overall fitness that I've been training, like endurance and overall body fitness and stuff, actually translated to the table. So I was able to do arm wrestling sessions with less rest and pull continuously for a really long time. Because at first I was really curious on how was Devon able to pull 4 hours without rest. But now I have experienced it myself, and now I understand that my body is pretty conditioned to that point. That I mean, I've been pulling without rest, and my body got used to it. So now I didn't even have to have much rest time to continue pulling, and it actually helped on tournaments. So whenever I had like really long wars, I'm able to recover in a few minutes. Like just have my next pull without having the endurance or stamina problem because I've been recovered very quick.
And you only base that on arm wrestling itself, just pulling a lot. That's how you.
Yeah, I could say that. So I think it's a mix of two. So getting enough volume on weight training, specific weight training. So weight training that translates to the vectors that you're focusing on the table.
Mm.
Because if you do the arm wrestling lifts that you're not able to bring it on the table, then it's pretty much pointless. It's very useless.
True.
So from my
True. True.
experience,
True.
I've been focusing on the lifts that matters to me only. and some extra basic lifts like pronation standing pronation curls and standing resin curls. Those fundamentals, those are just extras. Maybe some days, if I want to focus on it, uh, that's I just I just do many varieties of arm wrestling exercises as long as it targets the same vector that I'm focusing on the table.
Mm.
And that's how I pushed through my plateaus. I was able to get strong ever since. And also, what actually got me stronger was when I decided to bulk up, just being a little above 70 kilos, because I've been competing in the 70 kilos category for a really long time, like 3 years. Now I'm 6 years in arm wrestling. I noticed that I've been getting so much stronger because with the bulking
Just a little
process, it
bit,
actually
just
got
a
me a lot
tiny bit
stronger.
of kilogram, just a tiny bit of extra
Yeah.
muscle, a little bit, maybe a little bit
When I
more
was
fat
70 kilos, like at 70 kilos, I was pretty weak compared to
in
when I was
comparison
like
to now.
71 or 72. So being at your perfect and natural weight is probably the best way to get stronger. So you don't have to force all those diet stuff and shit. Just eat what you want to eat, train what you want to train, what you want to focus on.
Mm.
No willpower needed. All
And
that, and
and
that's I just listened to my body a lot, and that's how I got stronger. Sorry.
so I was wondering, how much does your approach change when you are preparing for a tournament in comparison to a super match? Is there any
Uh,
difference in your strategy?
well, my approach on tournaments or super matches, right?
Yeah,
That's
the
going to
difference
depend
between
on the
those.
formats on the training. So if it's a super match, I might get more endurance. Like I might focus more on the endurance, but still,
Hmm.
I'm every day of my life, I'm always in my preparation, uh, like season. So I don't have off seasons. I'm always
Yeah. Arm wrestlers don't have off season. It's all year round.
Yeah, I'm all in. I'm all in like every week. I just have 1 week, one deload week before the arm wrestling training,
Okay,
before the arm wrestling's tournaments, before the arm wrestling super match. I take 1 week break. But that 1 week break doesn't mean I
everything.
don't train at all. I just
Okay,
do other training that is apart
so
from
what
arm
do you
training.
focus on? What do you focus on?
So
Is it
just basic fitness, like bench press, anything that doesn't affect arm as much. I mean, I'm able to recover if I focus on other
Mm,
things like basic muscle training. The
I
chest
see.
that actually helps in side pressure, maybe specifically chest flies. There's actually a pectoral machine that is specifically like a side pressure move. So I incorporate a lot of muscle building exercises that supports arm wrestling. So I focus on that first, and then after that, the fundamentals, just general fitness, bench press, dips, pull ups, any abs training, and just basically anything that is able to get me stronger overall body fitness. And after that, maybe prior to the tournament, 3 to 4 days of rest, just doing some stretching and a bit of technical work, but not so intense, like no intensity at all. Just technical work on my hands. I actually arm wrestle with my hands a lot just to understand the techniques.
The
It looks
motions,
a
the
bit
technique.
it looks a bit
Yeah.
like weird doing it in public. I mean, you can do it alone, I guess, but I do it all the time. I noticed it actually improved a bit on my technique. So I was able to understand some of the hand positions for the setups,
I
and it
mean,
helped.
study studies also, there are also some studies that when you dream about a sport or something you're passionate about, you actually get better at that thing. So, for example, if you're doing the arm wrestling moves during the day without even arm wrestling, and if you're sleeping and thinking and dreaming about arm wrestling, you can actually improve the neural pathways in your brain, and you just get better at that movement without even training. This is all, I'm not sure what the background of the study was, but I have read it before. I think it's an American study. Not sure
Oh,
what university did it, but yeah. So what you're saying is actually proven. It's proven to work.
oh shoot! So I've been doing it
Yeah.
without knowing that it has a study
Yep.
uh, back. So
But it's mostly about the sleeping, right? So it's mostly about when
so
you go to bed
sleeping
and you
actually
dream
helps a
about it.
lot. So you're
Yeah.
getting enough volume in. Your brain
Mm.
actually remembers the pattern
Yep.
that you're working on.
Yep.
So if you use it when you're sleeping, your brain actually repairs its cells in your brain,
Redoing
right?
that.
So I mean, you learn every day. You learn
Yeah.
every day, And your brain is like a muscle, so you train your brain. You when you exercise, you're also training your brain. Same
Yep.
thing with
Yep.
breathing. So you're training it,
Yep.
and it learns the patterns. It gets the muscle memory in. You get used to exact or the techniques that you're actually trying to learn. So that's why
Mm.
beginners actually take time to learn these specific techniques. But it's
That's the
possible.
most important.
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
the
mean
most
it's
important.
impossible. It feels impossible at first, but once the
Yep.
brain learns the
It's like so much. There's so much
yeah, you
things to
just gain
learn.
so
I
much.
don't.
You just get
Where do
so
I start? Where do I start? Like, what different exercises do I do? Like in the beginning,
yeah.
it's very
It
overwhelming.
all compounds from experience. If you actually dedicate and fully on learning arm wrestling itself, and I started getting really really better when I started like focusing on arm wrestling only
Hmm.
compared to like focusing on other sports because I did I did mix up arm wrestling with rock climbing, which is different muscles. But I mean, we could push our bodies to at a different level if we're able to discover more moves or different sports, which I think that could have more research or studies to back it up. But I think doing shadowing arm wrestling, like shadow arm wrestling, or just mimicking the move itself is able to improve your techniques a lot
Yeah.
if you're doing
So
it.
talking about technique, is there anything that you are really fond of doing? Is there like a signature style? You said you were focusing on top rolling now, but is there what technique feels very natural to you? What's
Okay.
your go-to
So my
move
natural
usually?
technique, I'm actually a top roller. So I do a lot of top roll. Notice in my videos, I do a lot of kings moves. So my pronation and risers are pretty good.
I
My
felt
arms
that.
are
I
like
felt that.
top roll build, top roll type of build, even if I'm a short guy, but I do a lot of top roll. So I'm probably like Arson. So top
Mm,
roll and high hook is actually my style. But I'm actually discovering other techniques as well, like low hand top roll, getting more setups in, getting more versatile. Also train
mm.
more hook as well, because
That's good.
at some
First
point
sentence.
in a big tournament or in a higher level tournament, there will be a point where there's the same technique guy who is going to fight you with that technique of yours that you're special at. You
Mm,
might
mm,
have
mm.
to use your secondary or third technique to beat that guy. So it's very necessary
It's
to be
like your
very
offhand weapon. It's like your offhand. You have your main weapon and then your offhand. You
so in a
switch.
higher level.
Switching is faster than reloading. Switching
True.
is faster than
So
reloading.
yeah, yeah, true. Just like in other shooting, I mean, you
Yeah.
don't have to reload. You just have to
No, switch.
just
Switch the second. Yeah, exactly.
secondary to kill that guy. So uh the first 2 years, I think from experience and from looking at other people's progress, the first 2 years is like focusing on the main techniques, like the first weapon first. You have to sharpen your first sword, and then you can focus on building your own shield. If you just focus on both in the beginning, it might slow your progress. It doesn't mean it's not effective, but it might slow your progress on your weapon. So many people are just they just see these arm wrestlers like David Lara, the John Berzang doing this top row and hook and pressing and stuff. But I mean, they've been arm wrestling for decades. We're just beginners, amateurs. So uh we're only able to focus on one. But once we get more experienced, once we get more time in arm wrestling, we were able to discover like the second or third techniques because we have built the fundamental. We need to learn the first one first, and we're able to
Safety.
upgrade to the
Safety.
second, to the third, and that's how you get more
Yeah.
versatile with more experience in. But the first 2 years, 3 years, maybe we shouldn't focus on too much. We shouldn't overthink, like I just said. Back to the topic, we shouldn't overthink. Just train what you're good at, and once you're more experienced, like you just fight more people in the same level with that same technique, and you at that point you're just gonna need to have a secondary or a second to count, and
Uh-huh,
that's how you
uh-huh,
get to
uh-huh.
learn. So, from my experience, I think losing is actually part of the process. So don't worry about losing. You're gonna lose, like for
A
sure. Like
lot.
a lot. Yeah, I've been losing a lot of losing, and that's how I got to this
Losing means
level.
improving. Losing means
True.
improving.
Losing doesn't mean it's the end of your career. It's just a ladder for you to climb. So once you lose, you learn, and what you should do, you just train. Don't overthink. Just train what you're weak on. What you're weak at. Train what you're weak. train your strengths, train everything, but don't overthink. And I try not to make my arm wrestling training sessions to be over 2 hours. I mean, you can even finish it 1 hour, even 30 minutes. I've been able to train it even in 10 minutes. I've tried everything and I'm still progressing ever since. Just do it all consistently. And that's how you're able to continually progress and get all the gains. Doesn't matter the time. There could be times that you progress like really slow. There could be times that you're able to progress like very
Really
quick.
fast. Yeah.
So
Very quick.
at least just be consistent,
Yeah.
regardless of your genetics, regardless of what careers you do, what job you do, what age group you are. You're able to be good at it. Just be consistent.
So, how much does your game plan change based on feeling the setup, right? When you're facing an opponent, how much does that change whether like when you feel their hand?
Okay. So, most of the time you feel the pressure when you get a grip with your opponents. Most of them you're able to get a bit of force. Like if they do a hook, you might feel the inside pressure just a little bit, and you might able to guess that he's a hooker for sure. But at some situation, like very less likely, less percentage, he might surprise you with a top roll. But it's all from experience. So the more you do table training, the more you're able to actually figure it out on the table in the tournament. Uh, Being nervous actually affects a lot on that. Like you just have to just be present and
Mhm.
get back to your senses and notice all these tiny details, and you're gonna be able to figure out the setups. Like some guys, you just feel the pressure on the rising part pro relation, then that means he's most likely top roller. So uh, the
Do you
pressure
change?
that you
So
feel
so
on the table
basically you're
just when you grip
changing
him,
yeah.
and the physique. I mean, you can guess it from the muscles on their arms, how they grip, the setups, the pressure, the physique. You're able to guess their also their standing position, like their stance. The techniques have different stances.
Yeah.
Like there's a specific stance for hooking, there's a specific stance for top rolling. So you're able to get more guess.
Information.
So it's like
Yeah.
if we could compare it to like trading. So if you're a trader and you always meet the same situation, then you're probably going to be able to guess that it's an uptrend or it's a downtrend, or when you should buy,
Mhm.
when you should sell. Same thing for arm wrestling. With more experience, with more table time, and with more people that you have pulled, you're gonna have that sense to figure out what you should do on the table. So just pull as much as you can, and you'll get
Mhm.
the experience. Like it's pretty much you're able to get some of those factors down. You're able to learn it, but most of it is just from experience. You just know it. You just know what to do. Just like boxing. I mean, you don't plan. You don't plan much in a match. Like you're not able to guess
Mm.
if your opponent is going to do a uppercut. You're not able to guess if he's gonna do a combo 1, 2, 3 across a hook, a jab. You're
Mhm.
not able to guess it until you're pretty used to doing sparring and you're
Yeah.
able to capture all of it. So it's pretty much of experience. So all those informations, you're not able to digest it in just a few seconds max. So your body will learn it by itself from experience.
Gradually. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe a bit of experience, a bit of reading your opponent. So read them very well and being present. Focus on your breathing, balancing out your adrenaline, not being too excited, not being too calm, being neutral. I think is the best. Uh, Being neutral, I
Stable.
think, give you the best performance. Yes, and focus on what you're good at. I mean, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do what you're good at. I mean, if you do what you're weak at, you're gonna lose for sure.
Yeah,
So do
you
what
want to train what you're weak at in the training, not on the table when you're having a match. That's when you want to do
true.
what you're
So
strong at, right?
do only what you're. Just do your best. If you lose, then that's probably what you should work on
Work on,
in the
yeah,
future.
in the future.
That's
And I'm also curious about you've been arm wrestling for over 6 years right now. You just told me. What injuries have set you back and have challenged you the most in your
oh
career?
yeah. I currently have an injury here, so
No.
I think most issues people have. it's probably the elbows. So people crack their elbows a lot.
Yep.
Apart from broken arms, just a common one, not so major. Probably like a tennis elbow, tennis, and just anything that it involves the elbow. They
You've had
cause
that
pain.
before? You've had that
I even
before?
have it now on my left arm. Ever since ever since the Singapore tournament, that long
Shit.
match actually got me the. It gave me a bit of crack on my left elbow, but when I get the pain, I just try to avoid the moves or exercises that actually cause a bit of pain in that move. So, the common
So how
ones,
do you recover from that? How do you recover from that?
not yet,
What is
but
your
I try to just do other different moves on my left hand. If my left is injured, then I just focus a lot on my right. Then
I
uh,
see.
I just don't care about the imbalance on my arm. I think no arm wrestlers care about it. So, uh, like the second thing that happens is like the shoulder. I don't usually get shoulder. Maybe from other moves, like doing lateral raises. Sometimes I get pain from it, but a lot of people get that issue as well as the shoulder problem. So maybe a shoulder rotation, maybe their shoulder is pretty loose. They they get loose from their and stuff of that issue. But most of the time, it's elbow and wrist. Yeah, I think the most common one is the wrist. So being open up,
Like
or
being
maybe
cracked
doing a
open.
back, like doing a too clean form. I mean, arm wrestling training, you don't have to do it so clean. You don't have to do so good form. I think it doesn't matter that much. Maybe for a hell of a bit, but if it causes you pain, then you shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Even if it's good form, you shouldn't do it. Just do bad form, partial reps, even micro reps. They all actually help in arm wrestling. It's arm wrestling. Back to arm wrestling topic. It's arm wrestling. It's not weightlifting.
Yeah.
So we should
Okay,
focus on
cool.
what is necessary on the table.
Cool. I have a couple remaining questions before we end the recording. So, who are the athletes who are the athletes you look up to the most in the scene?
In the
This
scene,
can be
let's say-
in the scene. No, in the scene, like in the whole scene of the entire world. Like
oh,
what
you
arm
mean
wrestlers in the world? Yeah.
who am I the most inspired? Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually have
Who
many people
inspired
who
you the most?
inspire me. I have idols, like people who inspire me in the higher level. I have,
So who are those?
yeah, uh, like Devin Lara, John Brazang, but those guys, genetics also play a big role in that. But
Mm-hmm.
if I'm the most inspired bit, I'd say Hermes Gasparini. I think the number one on my list is Todd Hutchings. So you had an interview with him, and I'm really inspired by his message. So Todd Hutchings is
Yeah,
my number. I mean,
he's such a cool guy. I learned so much from him, man.
oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
Todd Hutchings. Even with that age is just a number for him, and I'm really inspired by that. I would like to be like him in the future, and I'd still like to learn from him. So
Mm.
maybe someday I would like to meet him and learn more from him as well. Yeah, Todd Hutchings. I
Number one.
Yeah, number one. Like in terms of just everything. I mean, he doesn't look so genetically gifted, but I mean, he's able to give a lot of trouble to the high level guys. I
He
was pretty
does.
surprised. He's not so big
That he does. Nope.
compared to
No.
those giants.
Remember
Pound for pound, I think he's like
Irakli?
the strongest guy.
I gave that introduction to him, right? I gave you an introduction, and I think I'm just gonna stick with these things because I really like doing them. And I gave Todd the introduction of the most people called him the pound for pound strongest arm wrestler.
Yeah,
Um, but especially with Irakli versus Todd, the most recent match, I think Irakli had about 8 centimeters in circumference of bicep more than Todd. No, it's forearm. I think it's forearm. Either of the two. But that's absolutely crazy.
I mean, it's ridiculous from Todd Hutchings that he's able to beat Irakli with that age. I mean, with that,
So
he's just
Todd, Todd
badass.
Todd commented on that. He said it's not necessarily age. I think he said like I don't think age plays that major of a factor. It's if you're training but you're not getting stronger, you're doing something wrong, right? You're training to get stronger, to get better. If you're not getting stronger, if you're not getting better, then change it. That's what he said to me. So
True.
And who else? Who else do you have? Who else do you?
I do have
You
the
said
other guy. I think I'm pretty similar build to this guy. It's probably Daniel Prokopchuk. So
Daniel Burkhardt.
we probably have a similar build. So I'm pretty inspired by him and know how his training are. He's pretty like work ethic, like very disciplined trained. Even like he has a really long time experience. He used to have a good fight with Daniel hold on. Daniel Prokopchuk versus Oleg Cherkasov. That
Mm-hmm.
match has always been the iconic match all time, like really long match in a WAF tournament.
The
Like
war.
yeah, I mean I had my meal on that match and I finished that meal and the match hasn't even finished yet.
So finished. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really
Yeah.
long one. So I'm actually inspired by his endurance, his strength, and everything, and also his explosiveness on the table. I mean, he's also durable. He's very explosive on the table if he wants to, and his genetics doesn't look so gifted compared to other
Others in the
top
sport.
75 kilos arm wrestlers. But for some, like he's able to beat all of those guys. And his upcoming match right now is going to be Daniel versus Mendogas in the East versus West. So I'm looking forward to that as well.
That's tomorrow, right? It's the 13th. I think it's the third. I mean, I'm not sure. Like Mendogas is fighting tomorrow. Same
I don't
with
know, man.
Schoolboy.
I
Schoolboy
never bought the
versus
pay per view.
Schoolboy versus Ricard. That's what I
Rick,
saw tomorrow. Ricard.
Richard Love.
Ricard Boardman. No,
Who?
Ricard. Ricard
Oh,
Boardman.
Richard. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Daniel
Yeah. Yeah. And then versus
Mendogas.
Mendogas.
Yeah.
Yep. That's tomorrow, friend. That's tomorrow.
Oh shoot! But I might be able to see the views in like 2 to 3 days.
Probably.
Like the league ones.
Yeah. The league.
They're all
Yeah, I always have something with my family on around like December 13th. So, but I'm gonna be the guy that's like with his phone under the table, like right when we're at the dinner table. I'm just gonna be looking. Oh shit! Hello, you're watching watching the match while we're like having dinner or whatever, you know.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
what are you watching? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So, okay. All right. So my next question for you is, Todd Hutchings says, dream big. That's what he told me last week. Think in decades. If you project yourself 20 years forward, what's the big dream that you'd have? Where would you be? Where would you want to be?
In 20 years, me,
In 20 years. Yes. Yeah, you.
I'd probably be like the number one 75 kilos and 80 kilos in the future. But
In
I'm
the
aiming for
future.
75 kilos. If possibly, I'm able to lose weight without any problem, 70 kilos.
Mm.
But that's actually my goal, my biggest goal. It sounds hard, but I think it's possible with consistency. Winning the seniors, in the youth, probably not possible. I just have one more left in the youth. But seniors, masters, grandmasters,
You're going to win it all. He said it here on the Grip Kings channel. He said
I'm
it.
gonna
He's going to
win
win
it
it all. He's going to win it all.
and
Um,
probably
sorry?
the future number one Thai arm wrestler and the Philippines.
Damn. It's such an honor. It's such an honor.
Future.
To
Just wait.
yeah.
Future.
And I can tell everybody that I talk to the, you know.
Yeah, future. Just give me a decade of training, a consistent
Decade.
training in decades.
All right.
Like maybe if I do at least 80 kilos of hammer curls or pronation, then maybe I will be able to give a lot of trouble to the high level guys. Not only in lifting, but also consistent training table sessions. I might be able to increase it from once to twice or thrice a week. That would
Who
be great.
knows?
But I might be able to find a way to make myself like be able to earn from arm wrestling itself, get more popular. Because right now, Gaitaman, I think it's actually more popular than me, and
Who is?
I might
Who
be
is?
able to get more popular for sure, and probably the whole world will be able to know my name, Josh Nicholas,
So-
in 20 years.
So I've got something hooking into that question because I got something else about that.
Oh yeah, the guy who
if
inspires
you-
me is my
Oh,
all of my enemies
yeah.
are who are the ones who
Inspire you.
inspired me. Yeah, so
But-
they're the
but
ones who
my-
actually
yeah.
recharges my energy. they get me motivated. All the videos that I lose, they motivate me to train some more. So I give them decades to train, and I'm gonna beat them
To
in 10
train.
years at
See
least.
and see if they're even still here. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
If they
Maybe you
quit,
outlast
they
them. If
quit
you maybe
before,
outlast them.
if they quit before me, they lose. It doesn't matter what their prime.
Yep.
They're losing.
Yep.
I'm
They're
taking the
losing.
longevity.
You're never stopping, just like Todd. You're
I'm not
never stopping.
stopping.
You're never
I'm not
quitting.
stopping. I'm gonna pull for decades, pull till my old age. Gonna talk to my grandchildren, talk to my children, tell them that you just have to be consistent. Time will
Yeah.
give will just it will just gift you the what you
Mm.
want. Just be consistent with it. Many people actually disbelieve their goals, but I'm probably a person who actually believes in my own goals, and I believe that I'm gonna accomplish them all. I just need time.
Yep. Same here. So let's meet. Let's meet at the top of the hill.
For sure.
And then you know I will try. What I will try is to also make a living of arm wrestling. That's also one of my goals, right? And then I can just fly out on the weekend
Yeah,
to
that is actually a
Thailand,
dream. Be my
and then
family, train consistently, get all the nice
yeah,
food, everything, happy life,
happy
doing
life, happy wife, happy
what I'm
life.
enjoying, having
Yeah.
many revenues coming not only from arm wrestling but other things as well in life. Like I could have many passions. I mean, arm wrestling
Yeah.
could just be one part of my life, but I'm not quitting it
Mm.
for sure. It's
Yeah.
just my passion.
But
It's just
then we'll meet up. Then we'll meet up. Okay, we'll meet up more often. I'll fly to Thailand, or you fly to the Netherlands. You know,
yeah.
and then that would be awesome. That'd be awesome too. Because
We should continue to push the arm wrestling community together online.
100%, 100%. So my couple closing questions that I have is the following. I already answered this one. Would you like to step onto the stage of East versus West or something like King of the Table? And who would your dream opponent be?
Oh, of course. That's actually my biggest dream. My opponent, my dream opponent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Daniel Prokopchuk, Mendaugas, Alan Zoloev, um, all those top 75 kilo guys, and being able to give them a huge, impressive match. Even if I,
Yeah.
but eventually,
If you'd have to choose, who would be the first one? Who would be the first one you'd
my first opponent
yeah.
in the East versus West. You're saying an athlete, right? Like pro arm wrestling, not influence,
Yep. Nope. Pro.
just pro athletes. My number one, Mindaugas, because I've learned a lot of my knowledge, arm wrestling knowledge from Mindaugas.
Right. Awesome. So what I've done previously to this interview is I'm not sure if it's gonna work out, but I've sent a message to Robert Baxter through Instagram, and I'm trying to give him a proposal. I want to give him a proposal for you versus Mindaugas.
Oh,
That's what I.
but
So
I think my match with Mindaugas is a bit too rushed. But
mm-hmm.
if I get more experience, like 5 years in, if
Yeah.
a person in my own generation, we're like basically the same age in my level, almost the same weight, probably like Daniel Ustinov and some of the top guys like Kazakhstan arm wrestlers, Turar Bek, arm wrestlers specifically from Kazakhstan. But if it's dream, like probably a few more decades.
But let's say if he asks you, or if the owners of East versus West would request you, like would you face him now?
If he requests now,
yes, would you give would you try it for the opportunity? Would you
well,
take
of
the
course,
opportunity?
I take the challenge. I don't care if I lose or if I win. I know I'm gonna learn more from
Mm.
losing. I'm gonna learn more
So
from attending.
so so I've like I said, I've sent Robert Baxter a message. I'm not sure if it's gonna if he's gonna respond to it, but I always believe that people will eventually. And otherwise, I'm just gonna send an email to one of my contacts in the East versus West business, to try to get your name in. So
Oh,
it's
dude,
like
that's actually
I'm
great.
gonna try. I'm gonna
I
try
think
it,
a good
but
match right now in East versus West is me versus Michigan. We're pretty close
Michigan.
in weight. Yeah, Michigan.
So that would be a
Michigan.
best starter in your opinion.
Yeah. If we're talking about stars, Michigan in the right arm. Michigan. If it's that I just need like at least 1 decade to smash with him. But
Smack.
Michigan on the right arm, maybe.
It will. It will. Yeah. Because I think you're renowned in the sport and the things you've done, especially also for the Thai community, but also for the rest of the arm wrestling community. I think you'll be a great fit to get on that stage. I honestly think that. So I really do. I mean, you
Yeah.
have a lot of people that know you. You know, a lot of people following you, and I think it would be a very interesting, also a business opportunity for them to get you in the sport because I think with you, your follower base is pretty strong, right? Responding, and I think a lot of those followers will probably buy the pay-per-view. Like this is just a guess, but based on the engagement you get on your videos, I think a lot of people will actually try to watch East versus West if you're on stage.
Yeah,
Would you
I think
would you
so.
think
I
too?
might be able to help bring out more more people to the arm wrestling world. Pretty similar to Devin Larratt because I'm pretty interested in growing the arm wrestling sport itself, getting
Yeah.
more attention to the sport because I'm actually all in to bring more attention to arm wrestling. It doesn't matter who is better, doesn't matter who's stronger, what tournament. Just get arm wrestling to the SEA Games to Olympics. That's just my goal.
That's the goal. That's our goal too, man. That's on the website. That's on our website. Getting arm wrestling into the Olympics.
Yeah,
That's our
yeah.
mission. That's our mission.
That is the highest goal.
And I think with talking to athletes like yourself, like Todd Hutchings, and many more, I think eventually we are able to get arm wrestling to the Olympics because like the thing is with East versus West, I think there's not no drug control, right? You can all sorts of things. I'm not sure how that goes, but
Oh,
uh,
but
I don't
I'm actually
I'm not
on the
sure.
path on not taking any
Yeah, so
like
that would
going
be
all
great.
natural. Yeah,
That
I'm
would be
actually
great for you to
focusing
go to
on
Olympics.
inspiring all the teenagers and all the people around the world that you can actually get to this level without using.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's cool, dude. That's true. I really do hope someone from the East versus West community will respond, and I will make a short of this. Right? We can do a small clip that you'd be open to, or maybe it's better to like request the audience to push it up. Right?
Right.
Maybe you could do like a request, like everybody that follows me and wants to see me on the East versus West stage, let it know, share this or whatever, tag I don't know, Robert Baxter in the comments. Maybe you could do something like that. And who knows? Who can make it happen?
Well,
You don't
we'll
know.
see. We'll see. But I believe it is possible, but maybe in few more years of training, because I'm actually discovering than just learning. But I think I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
But Vetchigan would be an option, right? Vetchigan.
Michigan is probably the best option right now and the right
Okay.
time. Actually, I
So
actually would like to.
could you like do a small request right now, like a smaller like to your followers, right? Because we're gonna share this online. Like, if they would like to see you on the East versus West stage, like comment and yeah.
Yeah, I could make that when I'm free. When I'm free,
I
I
mean
could
right
make that.
now. I mean right now, like in the conversation, like a request to the
Oh, you
people,
mean
right?
you're gonna edit that, right?
Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
gonna
okay, sure,
crop it
sure.
in.
Actually,
Okay, take the stage. Just try whatever comes to mind.
okay. Uh, hey guys, if you guys are actually really interested in watching me at the most interesting match on earth, East versus West or King of the Table, I I would like to request you guys if all of you guys are interested in seeing me on both of those stages, I'm really prone to inviting Rich again to this match on the right arm. I'm really interested in having this match. And if you guys are interested on seeing this match, please comment, like, and share. And try to get Robert Baxter to know about this match. I'm sure it's gonna bring a lot
We
of
gotta get this.
attention to arm wrestling. So this
Yes.
match is probably the match that is going to bring a lot of people to know about arm wrestling world, and I'm sure it's gonna promote a lot of the attentions and all the arm wrestling community as well. Same thing for
Yeah.
you, Robert Baxter and East versus West or King of the Table. Hope you guys notice this message.
Right. You're here to hear on the Grip
we'll
Kings
push
Arm Wrestling
to
channel
SEA Games,
with Josh
you know,
Nicholas.
and Olympics together, man.
Get this out there. Get this out there. Share it to your story, to
Yeah,
your
just
friends,
like,
to your
just
mother, your
share.
father.
Repost,
Share it,
share it to your mom, share it to your
repost,
friends, share it to your
everything.
just everywhere you can share it. And I'm gonna
All right.
not shut you guys down. I'm gonna train with all my best and all my soul. Just
All
give me
right. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. All right. I think basically I've got everything covered now, especially with this request. I want to push this out as fast as possible. But all right, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit with me, to talk about arm wrestling, to talk about your backstory, and talk about the future. I really appreciate that. I hope to see you again in a while when there's time. I'll fly out to Thailand or something. I don't know. And yeah, thanks so much.
Thanks, man. Thanks for your time on giving me this interview as well. It's also I also had a few interviews in the past, like from the Indian community as well, and I'm really happy to have you interview and help get me on to the public viewership as well, because I don't really have time to edit these days. Really focusing on training, getting stronger, but at least I
Yeah.
got you to help me out with getting more people to know me and at the same time know you as well. So uh, I'm really excited to continue on the arm wrestling life and inspire more people to arm wrestling, growing the sport together, man.
And I think a lot of people really like to see, to get to know Josh. Like like when I was in Thailand, we talked about the personal aspect of the of arm wrestling, and you have mostly arm wrestling videos when you're really busy, right? Performing. That's what you should do. You're an athlete. You should perform. You should sharpen your craft. And but this is a nice way for your followers to get to know who Josh is,
Yeah. True.
what his goals are, how he trains. For example, if people want to train like you, at least they know a bit how you work, right? And I think that's really valuable to a lot of beginners, but also intermediate arm wrestlers. So
Yeah, I'm sure my
all right.
information that I've shared it can actually help anyone, like regardless the gender, age group, or something. Even with bad genetics, I think you're able to get at a really high level. You just have to give it time, be consistent with it.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna stop the recording. Thank you so much. And yeah. All right. Here we go.